There's no denying how bad the Emoji Movie is. The critics aren't wrong, the viewers aren't wrong, the trailer isn't wrong, it's terrible. But it's not just a poor movie. It teaches children terrible lessons, has really confusing plot elements, and there are some major issues with the film which were just ignored by the production. Instead of watching the movie, enjoy these 7 glaring issues with the Emoji Movie. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new content. Can you guess which movie is represented by these emojis? Stay tuned to the end to find out.
You might want to hang on.
Why do they call this Dropbox anyway?
The magical world of Dropbox. In the Emoji Movie, everything is limited to the inside of a smartphone, making it a challenge to create a journey for the characters to go through. Instead of traveling to the phone's data storage, headphone port, or camera lens, the character's ultimate goal is to reach the cloud-based storage app known as Dropbox. To the everyday citizen, Dropbox is a convenient way to store files, no different from competitors like Google Drive or OneDrive. If anyone watched the film, they would be made to feel like Dropbox was the almighty and powerful heavenly god sent to save our phones. Characters talk about Dropbox like it's the ultimate oasis. This would be like if the Clarks in National Lampoon's Vacation journeyed to a Walmart instead of the Wally World amusement park. It feels painfully forced, and why are they peddling Dropbox so hard on children in the first place? Is the company looking for more kids to use cloud-based storage for their Pokemon Go screenshots and poorly framed selfies? It's too bad the celebrities voicing these characters are often subjected to hacked pictures and personal leaks, all because of cloud access on services like Dropbox. If little emojis are able to sneak onto the cloud, just imagine what kinds of viruses could make their way through there. And what cell phone user would ever store their emoji files in the cloud anyway? They come default with every phone, and new ones can just as easily be downloaded. Emoji Cannibals. One of the main characters in the Emoji Movie is High Five, a hand emoji desperately trying to be cool while feeling more like the weirdo at the party trying to high-five anyone he can just to get that little moment of human touch. High Five may be annoying. The whole eyes and mouth in the middle of a hand is slightly disturbing, but things don't get too strange until he visits the world of Candy Crush. The emojis never discussed food or eating before, but in the Candy Crush app, High Five suddenly reveals his sugar addiction. He spends a ton of time eating candy and devouring everything in sight. Doesn't High Five realize that a lot of the emoji he lives with is actual food? There's ice cream, pizza, cheeseburgers, and actual candy, to name a few. When not popping up in the Candy Crush app, what is High Five doing in his off time? Where did the baby ice cream emoji go? It's pretty obvious the hand is some type of emoji cannibal, sneaking off and chowing down on any emoji he can get his hand on. Well, the gag of a candy-obsessed character has already been overdone, but the plot holes here make it even more disturbing, and the lame comedy cannot cover it up this time.
No. We're number 2.
The sad reality of the poop emoji. With the announcement of the Emoji Movie, it was fairly obvious the infamous poop emoji would be integrated in some way. Too bad the joke already grew stale. Before the movie even got released, there have been poop emoji pillows, pool floats, cups, sunglasses, t-shirts, socks, and yes, even Christmas ornaments. Somehow the film managed to stuff in every single poop pun appropriate enough for a PG audience. The cheap jokes and gags are all well and good, but the true travesty here is the voice behind the poopy. Patrick Stewart is an acting legend who literally flushed his career down the toilet by voicing the poop emoji in this movie. This is Professor X, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Doing voiceover work in TV and movies is nothing new for Stewart. His distinct voice has been used successfully in things like Ted, The Simpsons, and American Dad, but it just didn't feel right being featured in the Emoji Movie. Using Stewart as the poop was a joke within a joke, but the gag was over by the time the trailer was even released. Plus, why do poop emojis even have to use the bathroom? Why did digital emoji characters even have bathrooms in the first place? When Stewart's eventual Lifetime Achievement montage is played at a random awards show, hopefully it doesn't include any clips from the Emoji Movie.
That is so adorable, I can't take it!
The emoji process. While developing the Emoji Movie, the digital characters were brought to life and made to look like actual workers waiting to be selected. The process feels like slow motion as a finger goes down, taps the screen, and a digital scan is made while the emoji must stay still. All of the emoji must stand in the grid for hours at a time. Has anyone on the film production seen somebody text? The rapid-fire pace of texting is way too fast compared to the slow process shown in the movie. And who sends just one emoji at a time? If something's funny, fingers will be tapping the laughing face emoji along with anything associated with it. When Christmas comes around, the light-up tree isn't enough. You know you can't resist adding Santa Claus, a snowman, and 6 or 7 wrapped presents. And in reality, these emoji would be extremely overworked as they sit in their small boxes all day long. Who hasn't sent a random emoji text at 3 in the morning? I mean, right? Right, you guys? These emoji are expected to sit and wait in the grid all day long. The whole concept really makes no sense and completely derails the film from there.
You're so soft, Poop.
Not too soft, I hope.
Desperate game promotions. The movie theaters have gotten bad enough with advertisements. Along with trailers of the movies, you may be watching ads for 15 to 30 minutes before the movie even starts. In the case of the Emoji Movie, it probably felt like an ad that never ended. The film feels like a theatrical release of the App Store. There's YouTube, Instagram, Dropbox, Facebook, Twitter, and WeChat all thrown in our faces. 2 of the biggest pieces of promotional material actually came from game appearances. At one point in the movie, the emoji characters make their way into the Just Dance app. Who even knew they had one? This is followed to a journey into Candy Crush. We would rather watch the Mario Lopez hosted game show instead. Both games are extremely outdated. Your 55-year-old aunt is more likely to play Candy Crush than the teenager the story revolves around. It seems like these games wanted to dust off and extend their shelf life just a little bit longer before joining the app graveyard. They clearly paid millions of dollars to be in the movie, and the phrase Candy Crush was uttered far too many times. It's too bad the movie makes you never want to download and play these games ever again. It has the complete opposite effect the companies were hoping for.
Hey, Addie, I was just wondering if you are...
Tasty.
What?
Life and death inside the phone. A lot of the drama in the Emoji Movie is placed on whether the emojis will get erased and deleted from the phone. The film tries to present itself as a toy story replacing the toys with digital emoji characters. This is not the case at all. No one has a special connection with their emoji. Sure, they're fun to use, but they're literally on every smartphone device. If a phone breaks or needs an upgrade, we're treated to a brand new one, and all of our faithful emojis will be right there for us waiting. This makes it really hard to care at all whether these digital characters live or survive. Woody's separation from Andy made us anxious. Gene's malfunctioning phone made us annoyed at the lack of stable technology and the glitches that always screw up our devices. If our devices are messing up, the last thing we care about is whether the emoji keyboard is working. Emotional connections are a lot different in the digital world. If the filmmakers really wanted to tug at our heartstrings, they should have focused more on a dying battery clinging on its last moments of life. We've all been there. The journey of Billy the Battery trying to survive and reach the charger. Now that is a movie.
In the trash, fingers for brains.
Get away from me, troll.
Hi! It's so great to see you again!
The falsehood of internet trolls. The Emoji Movie tries to create the literal world inside of a phone. This is included in scenes like the Wall of Fire representing the Firewall and a whole Candy Village representing Candy Crush. One thing the filmmakers were extremely wrong about were internet trolls. In the movie, the emoji characters go past the trolls, which are made to look like overweight nerds who live inside the phone. Internet trolls are not digital characters. They're actual people who thrive on upsetting others, bullying, and creating chaos online. The trolls are not some nerdy stereotype as portrayed in the film. They can really be anybody looking to create trouble in an online community. The trolls didn't really serve any purpose in the film other than to make light of a serious online conversation. By making kids feel like trolls are colorful and goofy creatures, it somehow portrays an unrealistic angle of the dangers online. The film tried to pack in every phone pun possible, but this one should have been left on the cutting room floor. They obviously tried to make up for it a little bit by using the troll scene to release anti-bullying campaigns for the film, but they don't have the impact that they should. And there you have it. Did you actually like the Emoji Movie? What else did we miss? How could it have been made better? Or were we completely off the mark here? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Screen Rant on YouTube so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. Oh, and the answer to our emoji quiz is... Thanks for watching.